Welcome back to Excel. This is a mental evolution podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Seth Rose. And today is episode 76, where we're talking about the 5 P's of confidence. I recently chatted with a high school basketball team, and we were talking about finding different sources of confidence. And I showed them a picture of an elevator with one cable. And I said, what do you think about this elevator with one cable? Would you get in it? Obviously, everybody said no, right? They wouldn't trust it. And I said, if you think about your confidence like this, your confidence in your performance like that elevator with only one source of confidence, right? One cable, you're not going to have that trust that you desire. So how can we add more cables to the elevator? So that way we do have multiple sources of confidence in case one, goes away. We can still have that trust in the elevator in our performance. So we talked about the 5 P's of confidence. The first P is preparation. If you're not putting in the work, you won't have that confidence, right? I always say that preparation is the number one thing that you can do to build confidence, right? Preparing physically at practice, preparing the little things with your nutrition, your hydration, your diet, your sleep, your recovery, your gear, right? All of those things matter, right? And then lastly, the mental preparation. Number 2, productive thoughts. How you talk to yourself matters. And we know that we can influence our behaviors the way that we talk to ourselves. We have over 70,000 thoughts a day, and almost 70% of them are negative. So how can we have a little bit more neutral or productive thinking to really fuel the confidence to believe in ourselves? The third P is peers. And I stole this from a fellow mental performance coach that I follow. Do you have fountains in your life or drains? The people around you can build you up just as much as you yourself can build you up. So if you are on a team sport, are you surrounding yourself with people who are building you up and giving you that confidence? Or are you around people who are pulling you back? The fourth P is past performances. Thinking back of things that you did really well, drawing out the successes and the wins is like adding coins to the piggy bank for confidence. So reflect back on a time that you performed really well. What were you thinking? What emotions were there? What was the behavior? What was the environment? Make it very vivid and recall that experience and relive the times that you did things really well. And this also works for like post-performance routines, is thinking about a quick reflection to pull out the wins because we typically just focus on the negatives. And then the last P is probably one of the more important ones is purpose. Why do you do what you do? Because when you understand why you do what you do, you'll have more power to do it. And so on those days where you wake up and you're feeling sore or tired or fatigued or just unmotivated, you can reflect back on the purpose, and it serves as fuel to feel confident to tackle the day the way you want. So that's it for today, the 5 P's of confidence. We'll catch you on the next one.